GH for STEM Juniors Challenge. Here in the Ashanti region of Ghana, we have junior scientist Linda ABORAH BLANKSON. Linda is a student of Purity School of Excellence located in Afrancho, Kumasi. For her experiment, Linda will show us how to make a submarine either float or sink in water. Linda uses 3 containers, 3 medium-sized bottles, 2 small bottles, some salt, and water. This science practical sounds like fun. Let's check it out. Density plays an important part in determining whether an item sinks or floats. Density is the amount of substance in the same volume of water. Recall the shape of a submarine.
I'll start by filling my container with water.
Take note, Linda will make sure the container has enough water. The water levels will also be the same in all 3 containers.
I'll now fill one of my medium-sized bottles with water and place it in the container.
The density of the water in the container is less compared to the bottle. The bottle will sink.
The bottle in container 1 sank because the bottle is more denser than the water. Just like container 1, I'll fill container 2 with the same amount of water. So I'll also place one of my medium-sized bottles filled with water in container 2. I will now add salt to container 2 and then stir it with my stirrer.
The density of the water in the container has risen because salt has been added to the water without changing the volume of the water. The use of powdered salt and stirring allows the salt to dissolve faster.
So now we can all see that the bottle in container 2 is floating because of the salt I added to the water in order to increase the density of the water. So now that the bottle is floating, what if I add a weight to it? Will it still float or sink? I'll now fill the small bottle with water, which serves as the ballast tank, and tie it to the medium-sized bottle.
A ballast tank is fitted in submarines. When filled with seawater, it allows the boat to submerge. When emptied, it rises towards the surface.
The bottle in container 2 sank because the ballast was filled with water. So I'll now add the same amount of salt I added to container 2 in container 3.
Take note, the density of the water in container 3 is going to be high because salt will be added to it.
So I will now fill my medium-sized bottle with water and tie it together with my small-sized bottle, which will serve as the ballast. So I'll now place the bottle into the water.
The air in the empty bottle, in this case our ballast tank, will enable the submarine to float, because its density would now be lower than the surrounding water.
So we can now see that the bottle is floating because the ballast was trapped with air. So this is the main reason why submarine can float and sink in water.
A submarine is a watercraft, and it has a tank called ballast tank. And when this ballast tank is filled with water, it sinks. And when it is filled with air, it floats. And that's why a submarine can sink and float in water. My name is Asbiri Francis, the science teacher of Purity School of Excellence, Kumasi.
It's time for Juneos Practical STEM Quiz. What will happen to the medium-sized bottle if we attached 2 ballast tanks to it? One filled with water and the other filled with air. A. The medium-sized bottle will float. B. a medium-sized bottle will sink. See if you can repeat this experiment. Try it by yourself at home or with your friends from school. Make a video or take pictures of your experiment. Ask your teacher or your parents to help you post the results of your experiment on social media. Tag We Go Innovate so that you can win some fabulous prizes. Don't forget to add your name and the name of your school to your entry and hashtag GH4STEM. You can check out any of our experiments at www.wegoinnovate.org and please leave a comment. You can also follow us on social media at We Go Innovate or WhatsApp us on 055 406 6248. Good luck with your experiment. You can be a junior scientist too.